we've looked at accuracy and a little bit of speed as well, because I wanted you to pop those punches off as you were throwing it. And that was really good actually, what I was seeing everyone. The lack of power, once you take the power away, it makes it kind of far easier just to flow through techniques. One thing as traditional karate, and you'll vouch for me on this, is we're very good at being super like this the whole time. Real tense and strong. You compare that to someone like a boxer, they're really, really light and moving like this all the time. So we want to try and take that, okay, which is really why when you take the power out of it, you get that loose fluid movement a little bit more. Okay? Right, so we're going to look at a little bit of timing now, before we kind of then look at some defensive tactics, and then we'll kind of free it up and you can just have a play with things. Okay? So timing. When is a good time for me to land a punch? If let's forget self-defense for a second, okay? So if me and Alex we're stood in front, we've got the gloves on, and we're getting ready to have just a little friendly spar. When would be a good time for me to throw a punch?
When his hands are down. When
his hands are down. Another time?
He's walking onto it.
When he's walking onto it, yeah. Any more?
If he's just throwing something and it's on its way back.
Yeah, perfect. So I'm either going to try and catch him, either I can see a gap in his guard that I can exploit and go for it if I'm on the attack. So right now I can see there's a gap in his guard here, so I can boom, shoot through the middle. Yeah? It might be that his hands are really, really tight, so I can't get that gap here, but I might be able to, if I change the angle, sneak one over here. Okay? That's what I mean about timing. So it's finding the right time to do that. Okay? So for example, if I was going to throw this one around the guard, and I move and he tracks me, then I'm not going to throw this because the gap's no longer there. Does that make sense? Yeah? So what I want you to do is just move around nice and slow with your partner. I want one of you to just create little spaces for the other person to put your hand in. Don't make it obvious, don't stand there and go like this, like hit me. That's not what we're doing. Alright, so I'm going to be moving really, really tight. So my guard is nice and high at the moment. Okay? And I'm at some point just going to create a little space. Yeah, to see if Alex sees it and then let him get a shot through. Okay, it might be that I just kind of am moving around and my hands open up a bit. He sees that space. Does that make sense? Yeah? So don't stand there the whole time like this and make it really difficult, and don't do this. Just somewhere in between. So you're moving around and the guard's nice and tight, and then I'm just at some point going to start, yeah, seeing if he can take advantage of the space that I give him. Does that make sense? Any questions? No, don't batter each other. Just nice and gentle. Okay, it's more about recognizing the target and taking advantage of it when you see it. Okay?